Hey everyone, welcome in. Welcome to the live. Hey Sherry, welcome in. Hey the Queen, Miss Nunu. Hey Jacqueline, hope everyone's doing well. Maybe running a few minutes behind, but sorry guys. We'll give it time for a few more people to come in. Hope everyone's having a good evening. Happy Wednesday. Almost to the weekend again. Give me 1 second. The topic is stress. Everyone goes through stress or deals with stress. I myself, I stress out. I try not to, but that's, I guess, the story of my life. I'm trying to work on that. Stress is no good on our bodies, our minds, just our everyday life. Stress is no good. But hey, sometimes we have those issues where we do stress. Um, you know, and I didn't know there was a difference between good stress and bad stress. Who would have knew that? I didn't know that. So yeah, I was doing a little research, and I found that there is a such thing as good stress and bad stress. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but it does exist. So I'm going to read some of the information that I came up with dealing with stress. Stress is a normal reaction the body has when changes occur, resulting in physical, emotional, and intellectual responses. Stress management training can help you deal with changes in a healthier way. I'm all for it. Stress is no good for anyone. So, um, as I continue, what is stress? Uh, we all have an idea what stress is, but I thought I'd uh, read a few things to you. Stress is a normal human reaction that happens to everyone. In fact, the human body is designed to experience stress and react to it. When you experience changes or challenges, which are stressors, your body produces physical and mental responses. That's stress. Hey, Sherry. Welcome in, everyone. Jacqueline, Queen Nunu, welcome in, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. As I continue, stress responses help your body adjust to new situations. Stress can be positive, keeping us alert, motivated, and ready to avoid danger. For example, If you have an important test coming up, a stress response might help your body work harder and stay awake longer. But stress becomes a problem when stressors continue without relief or periods of relaxation. That's Tracy. There is a good and bad stress. I did not know either till I was talking with my doctor. See, yeah, I mean, it's didn't know that. What happens to the body during stress? The body's automatic nervous system controls your heart rate, breathing, vision, changes, and more. Its built in stress response. The fight or flight response helps the body face stressful situations. When a person has long term chronic stress, continued activation of the stress response causes wear and tear on the body. Physical, emotional, and behavioral systems develop. Okay, I kind of knew that stress can lead to other things in the body, mind. Stress is not healthy for anyone, young, old. It's not healthy. Okay, as I continue to read, physical symptoms of stress include aches and pains, which I sometimes get, chest pain or feeling like your heart is racing. I sometimes get that. Exhaustion or trouble sleeping, headaches, dizziness or shaking, high blood pressure, which I do suffer with, muscle tension or jaw clenching, stomach or digestive problems, trouble having sex, weak immune system. Stress can lead to emotional and mental symptoms like anxiety or irritability, depression, panic attacks, and sadness. I know most of us have dealt with that. If we get stressed out, we start to. Uh, I know for me, I do start to feel a little sadness, and my pressure, of course, does rise, which I'm working on that. So yeah, it's okay. Often people with chronic stress try to manage it with unhealthy behaviors, including drinking alcohol too much or too often, gambling, overeating, or developing an eating disorder, participating compulsively in sex, shopping, or internet browsing, smoking, or using drugs. Well, I don't do any of those things, so. But yeah, stress can cause all this. I mean, unhealthy behaviors. Hey, JC, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. Good seeing everyone. Um, so yeah, how is stress diagnosed? Stress is subjective, not measurable with tests. Only the person experiencing it can determine whether it's present and how severe it feels. A healthcare provider may use questionnaires to understand your stress and how it affects your life. If you have chronic stress, your healthcare provider can evaluate symptoms that result from stress. For example, high blood pressure can be diagnosed and treated. And I do suffer from high blood pressure. Stress can kill you if you don't get it under control. Right, Jacqueline? Right. My mom used to always tell me that, she since passed, but years ago, like in the 80s, oops, I'm telling my age, but in the 80s, she had a stroke, and that was due to a lot of stress she was under. She was working every day. We were kids, but yeah, she had a stroke, and it definitely um, was caused by a lot of stress. JC says, I suffer from depression and anxiety, panic attacks, and PTSD. Also suffer from nightmares, trauma. Yeah, did I read that? Yeah, nightmares, trauma. Oh, wow. That's a lot. Wow. Okay, what are some strategies for stress relief? You can't avoid stress, but you can stop it from becoming overwhelming by practicing some daily strategies. Exercise when you feel symptoms of stress coming on. Even a short walk can boost your mood. At the end of each day, take a moment to think about what you've accomplished, not what you didn't get done. Set goals for your day, week, and month. Narrowing your view will help you feel more in control of the moment and long term tasks. Consider talking to a therapist or a healthcare provider about your worries. Hey Tashay, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. So yeah, I know we all go through periods where we're stressed out. Some days we may be stressed to the max. Some days it just may be a minor little stressor. But yeah, we definitely need to control that, and yeah, because it can lead to other things. Um, like I was saying, yeah, stroke. That I mean, you can literally have a stroke, a heart attack, just from worry. I guess worry and stress coincide. So it's like you're worrying and you're stressed. That's a bad combination. Thank you, Tashay. Finally caught it live. Thank you. Okay, and what are some ways to prevent stress? Many daily strategies can help you keep stress at bay. Try relaxation activities such as meditation, yoga, tai chi, breathing exercise, and muscle relaxation. Programs are available online in smartphone apps and at many gyms and community centers. Take good care of your body each day. Eating right, exercising, and getting enough sleep help your body handle stress much better. Stay positive and practice gratitude, acknowledging the good parts of your day or life. Accept that you can't control everything. Find ways to let go of worrying about situations you can't change. You cannot change. That is so true. That's my problem. I try not to worry, but sometimes it's there. JC, yes, due to losing my twins, says my mom and dad and my nephew, I see a medical psychiatrist and too afraid to seek therapy because of opening Pandora's box memories. I understand, JC. I was considering talking to someone after my mom passed. I was at the point where I was like, well, I guess I didn't want that stigma on me that people will think something's wrong with me if I saw a therapist. But hey, it is what it is. If we have to talk about it, I mean, if we have to see someone, hey, that's what we have to do. Yes, stress is very serious. Yes. Okay. Learn to say no to additional responsibilities when you are too busy or stressed. Stay connected with people who keep you calm, make you happy, and provide emotional support, and help you with practical things. A friend, family member, or neighbor can become a good listener or share responsibilities so that stress doesn't become overwhelming. Yes, we all need that. Someone that can, just be there, listen. Just an ear. Um, so yeah, that's how long does stress last? Stress can be a short term issue or a long term problem, depending on what changes in your life. Regularly using stress management techniques can help you avoid most physical, emotional, and behavioral symptoms of stress. When should I talk to a doctor about stress? You should seek medical attention if you feel overwhelmed, if you are using drugs or alcohol to cope, or if you have thoughts about hurting yourself. Your primary care provider can help by offering advice, prescribing medicine, or referring you to a therapist. See, so yeah, my primary care doctor gave me a list of doctors to see. I didn't look them up. I just because at the time I was like, I don't feel right doing this. I don't feel like people looking at me different. But hey, now I think it's an important tool to have. It doesn't mean something's wrong with you. It doesn't mean you're, weird or whatever. It just means you want to get out what you're feeling, if that makes sense. Yeah, mental support is very important these days. Yes. Hey, Nate, welcome in. Blessings, sis. Blessings to the chat. Meditation, saying nursery rhymes, psychiatrists, or talking with a good friend or relative during a small, during a, burning a smell, good candle, or dark, quiet room. Yes. And see, me, I write. When I'm stressed, I write. It could be a poem, or it could just be just jotting down um, some things that I want to do. You know. Hey, Deborah, catch it by faith. Welcome in. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. So yeah, what else was I gonna say? We're talking about stress and how it affects us, our bodies, our mental state. Um, And I have one more note from like I said, I did some research on this. A note from the Cleveland Clinic. It's natural and normal to be stressed sometimes, but long term stress can cause physical symptoms, emotional symptoms, and unhealthy behaviors. Try relieving and managing stress using a few simple strategies. But if you feel overwhelmed, talk to your doctor. Exactly. So there are times that I do feel overwhelmed with stress. Times where I have a lot going on and I do get kind of overwhelmed and it becomes too much. Thank you, Nate. Appreciate it, bro. Hey, Tamika, welcome in. So yeah, and like I was saying, I didn't know that there was a difference between good stress and bad stress at all. And I do have some. This it's too hard, especially this time of year. My mom's birthday is on the 28th of this month, and next month, on the 26th, will be 21 years since I lost my twin sis from a car accident. I'm so sorry, JC. Because this month is very hard for me as well. My mom passed on the 12th of this month, August. She passed a week later. So yeah, that it gets me all the time. She passed, and then her birthday, or she passed on the 12th. I'm sorry, and her birthday is a week later. If I said that wrong, I apologize. But yeah, so it's very hard, every August, and then not only that, my birthday is the month after, so it's kind of hard, not having my mom here to celebrate my birthday with me and not being able to celebrate her birthday with her, if that makes sense. So yeah, I do understand the feeling. I do know the feeling, of that. So it's definitely hard. So I jotted down some good stress examples um, of positive personal stressors. Okay, okay, okay. The good stress examples are like if you receive a promotion, I guess you're stressed and you're so happy that you got the promotion. I guess your stress level kicks in. Um, or if you get a raise at work, you're happy. You're genuinely like, oh yeah, and it's kind of um, can be a stressful moment. Writing is very good. A lot of people are afraid to talk with the therapist because of the stigma put on it. Exactly. Deborah says stress will make you lose weight, lose your hair, makes sick, and you to send you into depression. If you don't take care of your mental, my deepest condol. Oh, my deepest condol. Thank you, Deborah. Yeah, and I had to learn that to take care of my mental, because if I don't take care of it, who will? It's our responsibility to. And I know that's easier said than done. Some of us are dealing with a lot. Some of us are going through a lot as we speak. On a daily. Um, so it's definitely a situation where you just have to. I guess I always say protect your peace, but you have to protect what comes with that. You have to protect every part of who you are, if that makes sense. You really have to just focus on um, you. And that, I hope that doesn't sound selfish, but you have to just say to yourself, "Hey, it's only one me. If I stress, if I just overly stress, then because I was told all the time, stressing will cause you to just have all kind of elements, yeah. So it's like it's very important. Also, some more good stress examples are marriage, which I don't understand that, but I guess you could be stressed if you're married. I've never been married. I'm not married, so I really don't know exactly. Prayer works for me. Yes, prayer. I do read a devotional. I try to read it as daily as possible. I do read a devotional. Um, I do my reading, and also coloring. Coloring is a good stress reliever. It's relaxing. It helps you just focus on what you're doing at the moment and not on everything that you're um, dealing with. Uh, I shared you all. Thank you, Tashay. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Um, so yeah, more examples of good stress. Buying a home. Hmm. I guess you can be stressed buying a home. Picking the right neighborhood, the cost. Is it? what I'm really looking for? Does it have what I need, so to speak? Having a child, that's a good stressor. Well, I don't have any children, so I don't know. But everyone around me that have had children, I guess you're stressed. Um, you know, just the thought of giving birth. My stress relievers is yes. I listen to music too, Touche. That definitely helps me to tune out everything, if just for a little bit. So my top things are writing, listening to music, coloring, um, and sometimes I just watch like um cartoons. I know that may sound, but yeah, sometimes I watch cartoons. I mean, it doesn't. It's yeah. Yes, and crochet. That's something I wanted to learn how to do, Deborah. Crochet. That's something I wanted to learn how to do. So I may take that up. I'm not sure, but yeah. Okay. 5 common examples of stress if you're a student: being homesick, academic or personal competition, personal pressure to do well, social activities and heavy workloads. Yes, that can be stressful. Having to you're going to school, you're working, you're trying to do good. That can be, but I didn't think that was a good stress example. I thought all stress was bad stress. You know, that's my take on it. Whenever you find your peace is what you do. Yes, Deborah. They see I watch a lot of, yeah, I watch a lot of cartoons. Well, not a lot. I do watch cartoons, but not a lot, Or I may watch something funny, like if I see a video or whatever that I come across that's funny, I'll literally watch it over and over, you know. Yeah. Um so I think I went over the bad stress. We all know what the bad stress is. We all know what the bad stress is. No good stress we don't need. So, bad stress occurs when too much stress builds up around us. Once the body feels there is too much stress, it will begin to break down, causing symptoms like perspiration, anxiety, headaches, and rapid breathing. This is this is the kind of stress can this kind of stress can take a huge toll on your on our bodies, physical and mental well-being. That's true. Yes. I do puzzle books, make baking, listening to music, or just getting into the car and driving. Yeah, I heard people say taking drives. I used to do puzzles, but I guess I just stopped. I used to do puzzles. Um, Baking, well, not gonna even lie. I can bake, but I don't. Maybe I need to get back into that. Um, so yeah, and there I have 3 negatives of stress, which we all know stress is bad. I can't say that enough. Distress can lead to physical symptoms, including headaches, upset stomach, elevated blood pressure, chest pain, and problems sleeping. Research suggests that stress also can bring on or worsen certain symptoms or diseases. Exactly. Especially your blood pressure. You know, I was told time and time again, stop stressing, stop worrying. My mom used to tell me that all the time. My sisters tell me that. My best friend tells me that. Stop worrying, stop stressing. There's nothing you can do by worrying and stressing. Whatever it's going to be, it's going to be. And you just have to take it like that, you know? I just want to be normal again. Bacon is one bacon is one for me as well. Yeah. Oh, JC, you are normal. I understand what you're saying. I mean, I don't know everything that you're dealing with. I mean, I don't know. I can only imagine what you go through on a daily. Like I said, losing my mom was one of the hardest things in life. You know, and I haven't had all the. I mean, I know you lost your twin sister, and I can only imagine what that feels like being a twin, and So yeah, prayers going out to you, sis, as always. Stress can make your age. Yes, exactly. Hey, chilling with the realist, Mary B. Welcome in. Thanks for coming in. Stress is a silent killer. Yes, it is. Very much so. Like I said, when my mom had her stroke back in the 80s, it was due to stress. And she would always tell me and my sisters not to stress, um, because we saw the results could lead to stroke, even death. So yeah, we need to put stress at bay if we can. Just yeah, it's definitely a silent killer. Definitely. Um, okay, and some more bad stress: experiencing relationship strain, ending a relationship, either platonic or romantic, death of a friend, loved one, or spouse, abuse or neglect, working a high pressure job with never ending demand, unaddressed mental or physical health conditions, divorce, and financial difficulty. The financial difficulty, yes, that's a stressor, or has been a stressor for me. Without getting into all that, there was a lot happen in the last 2 years that kind of changed my financial status. Um, so yeah, I'm not. Um, yeah, so they see find something that releases your stress and it will help you normalize. Hello. Hey, Miss Diva Donna Madison, thanks for coming in. Welcome in, sis. So yeah, stress. I've had a lot of in the last after my mom passed. I had a lot of stuff going on. Still kind of going through it. Not as much. Not as much. God has been good. Is good. So I can say not as much, but there are times where um, I just feel, like I'm just in a bubble, if that makes sense. You know, like right now, my niece, she's in the hospital, and she's okay. I'm trying not to stress about that, but I realize there's nothing I can do. I can pray and be there, but I can't stress about it because if I'm stressed and I have a stroke or something, I will be no good to anybody. So, you know, yeah. So my workouts help me with stress. And see, that's another thing, chilling with the realist Mary B. I've been um, lacking on that. I used to do a little exercise. I used to get on the treadmill and everything, and but I stopped doing that. Trying to get back to doing things. Sorry, dear. Oh, thank you. She's doing better, and we're just continue to pray, keep her lifted up. But stress and worries is no good for any of our bodies. I love this topic. I am under a lot of stress lately. Life can be overwhelming by my blood pressure. Oh no, 228 over 128. Oh no, that is way too high. That is way too high, sis. You gotta. I pray that it can be controlled. You can get it under control. I remember my pressure. I had a reading one time of like you had two over, and it was pretty high. And the doctor told me I need to just, she upped my medicine dosage to get it regulated, so it won't be, it would be. Well, I guess everybody's pressure fluctuates. It doesn't, it's never the same. So, oh no, that's chilling with the roads. Where's Wait, am I missing someone in the chat? Oh, sorry. Maybe I'm not. Okay. Can you go visit your niece in the hospital? So, well, her parents went, so I'm gonna you know, sit this one out. Um, we did talk, FaceTime, and all that. So yeah, I'm at the ER in the back. Oh no, I'm sorry, Miss Diva Donna Madison. JC, yes, it feels like I'm in a dark hole and can't get out. I am overwhelmed with stress. I try to hide it from my kids. I wait till they are asleep and cry and scream in my closet. Oh no, I'm sorry. I hope you get it under control, Donna. Yeah. They make it. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I hope this is not a trigger, or I just wanted to bring awareness to stress and how it affects our bodies and our hearts and our minds. You are in my prayers. Oh gosh. So yeah. Hmm. I don't have any more examples. I think I went over everything about stress. We all know what stress can do. And I myself, I'm working on that. Trying not to stress. Thank you for this. You're welcome. You're welcome, sis. Um, hmm. Wish I could give you a hug. Good. We need a platform. This is a great topic. Thank you. I'm so glad you guys are in here, and I'm glad you're um, giving advice and taking. I mean, I hope you guys are taking notes and everything. So um, you know, because I always go back to if I wrote something, I always go back to it to refer back to it. And if I'm going through something, I'll be like, well, no, I can't do this. I can't go through this. I have to put it down. It's not good for me, as far as the stress, It's okay. We need to talk about it and get it out. I'm sending you virtual hugs. Says, may the angels cover you and take the stress and fly away. Yes, it's because I was going to talk about something totally different. I was going to talk about the Carly Russell young lady, and I will say young lady who, um, and that was stressful too. That was stressful on everybody. I'm sure people looking for her, people, just sending out well wishes and everything, and to find out that was not a true story. So that could be stressful. I mean, yeah. So yeah, I was going to talk about that, but I said, let me discuss something that I've been wanting to discuss for the longest. You know, got to go. Okay, Miss Diva Donna's Madison, you be safe. Prayers going out to you. Hope all is well. Take care. God bless, and just take care, sweetie. But yeah, and I thank you for coming in. So yeah, just talking about it. Yeah, you know, and I just miss those talks that I used to have with my mom, about what was going on, what was bothering me. And she would always tell me, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Stop stressing. You see what happened to me. You see, and I miss those talks. I miss, and I refer back to that because she's right. Because I mean, and she had a stroke at a young age. We were, like I said, we were kids, so it's like, um, yeah, it's no good. Just talking about, yes, it does. You know, Holly Russell was arrested and released. She has an attorney and a court date. Yeah, I read some of it, but after I found out some of the other things, um, I just kind of turned off. I was turned off on it because I just thought that was bad to make that up. Like the little boy who cried wolf. I don't mean to use that as an example, but so yeah. And social media can be stressful, guys. Sometimes depends on what's going on. My daddy used to say there was no sense in stressing because the problem was still going to be exactly the real exactly same sentiment my mom will say. The problem and the thing, whatever's going on, is still going to be there. So you stressing and you're worrying, all you are doing is getting your body just worked up for nothing. You know, I mean, it's easy for someone to say don't stress, but I mean, it just, you know, I mean, like I said, I've calmed down a lot. I mean, there are times where I do just get overly stressed, and I have to pause and I have to take a deep breath, and I have to say, God, I mean, I'm sorry for stressing. I'm sorry for the that I'm worrying. I know everything is in your hands. I can't control it. I can't do anything about it. If a problem arises, it arises. You just have to go from there and pray that everything is going to be okay. Hey, Patty's Kitchen, Garden, and more. Welcome in. Thanks for coming in. So yeah, I appreciate everyone for coming in and for your input on everything. Because when I decided to, do this live, I was like, well, I hope I hope someone can relate, not that relating to stress is good, but you know what I mean, just can understand that, we all go through things and it does stress us out, you know. So, and I can tell when I'm getting stressed. I mean, I can tell I get this throbbing headache. I start to just I feel like I'm just my whole body is aching, and I think that was one of the things or the symptoms of stress and worry. Hey Kim, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. This is needed. Oh, you're welcome, JC. Anytime. I try. I'm trying to work on going live more often. Trying to um, you know just go live more often and talk about things. So yeah. So you guys, I'm not gonna keep you any longer. I didn't want to. I wasn't gonna go over an hour with this live, but if you guys have any uh, other questions or any other things to talk about, we can discuss. Um, you know, I just wanted to talk about something that we all um, have gone through or going through right now. You know, how bad stress is on our bodies. It's not healthy. It's not a good um, thing to do, or so. And I guess you can put worry with stress because it coincides with that. I mean, when you're stressing, you're worrying, right? When you're worrying, you're stressing, right? I guess, yeah, that makes sense. Adopt a adopt a God, mother, to fill the empty space in your heart. Someone who you can trust and talk to. Okay, I realize there is a lot going on right now. Yes, there is. There's a lot going on in this world right now. I mean, there's some every time. I know for me, my local news, and I'm sure everyone else, their local news. When you turn on the news, all you're seeing is people being shot, people being robbed, kidnapped, real kidnapping. I'm sorry, but yeah, I mean stories that are just yeah, it's bad. It's you know, just pray. Um, yeah. So yeah, I'm still reading the Adopt a God to fill the empty space. Thank you, Tracy. We all needed this talk. Oh, you're welcome. You're so welcome. Um, guys, if you haven't already, please like the live. Those who are just our first time or over here for the first time, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Um, give me 1 second. Carly made it that much harder for us. I know. I was just telling my sister that not too long ago. Or was I my sister? Yeah, I was telling my sister that it's already hard. When a person of color goes missing. Because it's just like we're not. I don't know. It's hard, and for her to make that up, it's kind of like, okay, what are they? It doesn't make sense. Why would she? Yes, the news do not tell half of what's going on in the world. Yeah, probably exactly. I mean, I was like, kind of like really buying what she was saying, but then again, I didn't think it made sense because it was like, she said that there was a child wandering on the highway, and within 5 minutes from the officers or whoever got there, she was gone. No sign of a child, no sign of her. Her vehicle was still there, her items were still there. So where could she have gone that quick? And someone is saying that the boyfriend helped her, but then I'm hearing the boyfriend didn't help her. He was her ex-boyfriend. I'm hearing she has a child of her own. Yeah. I naturally worry about everything, so when I'm stressed is hard. It's really bad for me. Yes, Kim, I understand. They chilling with the rose. They didn't want to search for her. I know. I read that they didn't want to. You could tell. I mean, yeah. So, and then the parents, I was kind of suspicious because the mom was kind of like nonchalant about it. It was like I didn't see any emotion. And if there was emotion, I didn't feel it was genuine. I just felt it was, I just felt it was more to that story. And it's still more to the story than we will ever know. You know, I think the lawyer was saying something along the line. She needs time. But yeah. Crazy. I stopped looking at the news. I only watched the weather and if I won the lottery, I know that's right, Jacqueline. I know that's right. People keep telling me stop watching the news because all you're gonna do is get your feelings hurt. You're gonna be sad. And for the most part, like I said, I only watch it for the weather or sports. But something maybe a ticker tape may come up and you see it, and you're like, okay, this happened. So yeah, I try my hardest not to watch the full um, hour or 30 minutes of the news. I I feel like okay, that went too fast. I feel like the mom knew. Yeah, that's what I figured out that the mom knew what was going on. But why would you? My mama would never let me pretend like that. You know how many people are really missing? My mama would never let me play like that. She'd be like, "Girl, what's wrong?" She'd beat me upside my head with the. She'd make me turn myself in. You know, for real. Yes, the lottery. Yes, yeah, I agree. Carly Russell was a nursing student, not anymore. She has no integrity, none. Something was very wrong with her. Yes, and see, that's the thing. I guess you can tie stress into that because whatever it is that triggered her to do something like that, was it, was she afraid of something? I mean, whatever triggered her to do something like that, I mean, you just have to go back and think, is something wrong? Is it really something wrong with her mentally? And you don't want to put that stigma on people, but you just, you know, hey Frank, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. I said I was going to wrap it up, but I'm still talking. Sorry, guys. I'm not covering for my. Sorry, not. Yeah, you know, my mom would never let me do. She would take me. Do okay, okay. If you lived in a black household, mamas didn't play that. But with this story, I don't know. I don't know what would happen. What I don't know, because now they're saying that the boyfriend uh, told her, or from what I heard, uh, told her to turn herself in or something along those lines. I could be wrong. I'm hearing so many different pieces of the puzzle, so to speak. Hey, Tracy. Hey, introvert gal, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. So yeah, I don't know, guys. She's a spoiled little girl. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely something wrong with her. I hope and pray that she gets the help that she needs because that was a mess. You know, people were looking for. I think someone or I think started a GoFundMe, if I'm not mistaken, a GoFundMe or Cash App or something like that to help the family out. And I read that those people that did that are really upset, which they have every right to be. They want their money back, which they have every right to want back. Christian, hello Tracy. Hey sis, what are you doing, sis? Hello everyone. Just say Christian, Christy. I'm sorry, Christy. How are you? I'm trying to talk too fast. Thank you for coming in. We're just talking about stress, and now we're talking about the Carly Russell. I'm sorry, I was giving her another name. Sorry. So yeah, so yeah, that yeah, we just I hope that doesn't. And then I saw on the news, guys. Well, it wasn't the news; it was Inside Edition. I don't know if you I don't know if you guys have heard of that show, but Inside Edition, where this little girl, 11 years old, I believe, she called the police. She was pretending like her friend had been kidnapped. And from what she was telling the police, she was right behind them. on another vehicle, and it was a white van or a van that took off. Do you know that was a hoax? And see, stuff like that, you're gonna have people copycatting and making stuff up. You're not gonna want to spend the time or the money or the energy to go look for people because you don't know if it's the truth or if it's a lie. Hey, the realest one, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Um, so yeah, um, and they're saying that they were asking the question: should the parents be held responsible? Exactly. She's 11 years old. I mean, you should know what your 11-year-old child is doing. Yeah, I mean, it's just yeah, I don't know, but guys, I keep saying I'm gonna wrap it up. Um, mm, Frank, are you still in here? Do I have a mod in here? Can you drop some links for me? Um, hey, Dr. Soapy, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. So yeah, and if you didn't come in on the beginning, I hope you catch the replay. Talking about stress and how we got to Carly. But yeah, that's also a stressful situation. But yeah, so much going on in the world, you know. Um, hey, Antino's Kitchen, how are you? Welcome in. I'm just seeing like it's moving. Chat is moving. Or I'm just not paying attention. Thank you, Antino's Kitchen. How are you? Are you I know you're I caught a live the other night from you. I didn't stay long, but I went back and caught the replay. I'm good. No, we're good. I'm good. I'm gonna claim it. I'm good. Um, thank you, Frank. There's a lot of great channels in here. Oh, Miss Steven, you're still in here. I thought you were gone. Thank you, Dr. Soapy. Um, so yeah, guys, I am going to wrap it up. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming in, for stopping by. You could have been anywhere and you chose to be here. I appreciate um, everyone. I thank you. Um, I do plan on doing more lives like this, bringing awareness to different things because, we just, we need to know these things. Sometimes we're not getting the information that we need. And I'm no doctor or anything. I'm just doing research and, speaking from my experiences and my thoughts on it, you know. Um, so yeah, thank you, Frank, for dropping the links. Let me go back up and see. Hang on, what I need to. Oh, it won't let me go back up. Well, let me do it on the top of my head. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Altino's Kitchen. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Miss Diva Donna Madison. Thank you, Jacqueline. Thank you, the Realists. Thank you. Did I say Sherry? Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Dr. Soapy. Um, thank you, Tashay. Thank you, Nate, bro. Thank you, Patty's Kitchen and Garden and More. Thank you, Chilling with the Realists, Mary B. Um, I think I've gotten everybody. Thank you, introvert gal. If I forgot anyone, charge it to my head and not my heart. Wasn't intentional. I'm trying to. Hey, Wellness with Frugal Mama, welcome in. Just about to wrap up the live. I thank everyone for coming in. Um, I hope you guys have a wonderfully blessed evening. Stay safe, stay blessed. If you want, you can. If you didn't come in at the start of the live, please catch the replay. Like, comment, and share. You guys are the best. Good night. Love you all. Peace.